First of all, congratulations on a huge win, and it's great to see you fight in the UK as well, mate. It's great.
Yeah, it was awesome. Fans are awesome.
The fight reminded me of the Chandler fight again, you know, just the back and forth, and I just don't understand how you can take your punches. You've done some clean shots. Obviously, you did the same to Chandler. Were you surprised he was able to take so many clean shots from himself and just keep coming forward?
Not necessarily. I mean, it takes a special person to get in there, and you know, all the fans. I'm glad that we get to, you know, entertain them, but you know, most people couldn't walk a day in our shoes. There's no doubt about that.
Completely agree with you. Was part of the game plan the leg kicks that you were throwing a lot, because they were doing a lot of damage, especially in round one, and he seemed very bothered by it.
Yeah, he was crazy evasive. I really had to put some action behind my leg kicks in order to land those. You know, he's been, I don't know, he's a Muay Thai fighter, right? Yeah. He's been fighting Muay Thai his whole life. I've been wrestling my whole life, so yeah, I mean, I'm happy with my performance. I fought a perfect fight. I had to fight a perfect fight for such a dangerous opponent. And I'm looking forward to watch his future fights.
Obviously, you're a very good stand-up fighter. I'm sorry, good wrestler and a good stand-up fighter. You know, he's the stand-up fighter. Surely the game plan would have been more the wrestling side of things, which we didn't obviously see. Were you comfortable in the things?
Yeah, 100%. I have the best coach in the world. You control someone's feet, you control their fight. You control the fight. I controlled his feet that entire fight. Had him moving. I wish I would have realized how effective I could have. You know, he started really finding his back foot, and when he did that, I was able to really close the gap. You know, without being in so much danger. So yeah, I mean, I'm a vet. I've been here for a long time. Watching so many of his fights, you know, I understood that. Once I got to the third round, you know, he would be number one tired, and number two, I would be much more successful with my strikes.
Congratulations on your win, man.
Thank you.
Justin, are you itching now to get that rematch with Dustin Poirer on your road to another title shot? Because that was one of the fights of the year. I'm pretty sure it was the fight of the year that year, and you gave a great account of yourself, as you always do, and you're looking to get that win over Poirer. Yeah,
that would be great. You know, I did what I had to do. I fought someone ranked below me, and I 100% believe that I deserve to fight someone ranked in front of me. The loser of the Oliveira and Dariush fight, I'd rather not fight Dariush. I love that dude. I think he's going to beat Oliveira. I fought like a complete idiot when I fought Oliveira, so I would love to have that fight back, but Dustin's just as good as an option.
Stylistically, obviously, when you do come up against MAKHACHEV at some point, whether it's for a title or a contender's bout or whatsoever, how do you feel you match up against him in comparison to your fight with Oliveira? Yeah,
I think he's similar to Khabib, but he's not Khabib. I know that for a fact. You know, for one, he's got finished before, he has a loss. But yeah, it'll be a really hard fucking fight.
And final one, where did that fight with Fiziev, where did that rank in terms of, I'm guessing you're pretty numb to a pain threshold, but where did that rank in terms of the hardest hitters that you faced?
He was one of the fastest, probably second to Michael Johnson. I don't know, man, I was in such control of my emotions in there. I felt nothing. And yeah, I never really, you know, he hit me really hard. I think it was probably the first round with the big right hand. That one rocked me. But outside that, you know, I just did such a good job at controlling the fight.
Justin Poirer, obviously historically you found a lot of success with your uppercuts and your leg kicks, but in that third round you were finding a lot of success with your jab. It seemed to throw him off completely. Did you know that leading into this fight, or did you find that in the third round? Because that seems where it kind of, like, you took over.
No, my coach told me. I heard him saying stay on the jab, and then, you know, once I landed the first three, I couldn't believe how clean I was landing. You know, there's different kind of shots that you land in there, and when you feel the full force of the energy go through in direct lines through their head, it's a different shot, and yeah, that's what I was feeling. I was surprised.
I don't know if you saw, but Islam tweeted that he wants to fight Leon in Abu Dhabi in October. So as a lightweight, does that frustrate you that now your champion is now looking at the weight class above him already?
Out of my control.
You've obviously fought some of the best strikers in the UFC. I'm curious where Fiziev ranks amongst the guys you've already fought.
I mean, he's impressive. It was impressive, but you know, I fought such a good fight. You know, his body kicks weren't effective. You know, I blocked a lot of those shots with my elbows. My elbows are really swollen right now. Those are gonna really hurt tomorrow or for the next 5 or 6 days. But man, the damage that I was able to, he wanted to taste blood. He wanted to taste my blood, but unfortunately, he was drowning in his blood. I'm happy about that.
Obviously, you know, Kamara, you have a good relationship with him. Chris, did you watch the main event and how did you score it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he won the fight, but I'm probably as biased as the judges. Certainly not as biased as Michael Bisping, who shouldn't have been nowhere near a microphone during that fight. Yeah, sucks.